Aruba, like so many islands, lives on the edge of vulnerability, dependent on the beauty of its natural resources and exposed to environmental pressures and climate change. But resilience is not about avoiding change. It is about rising with it. Turning the tide is that resilience in action. With the support of the Resilience, Sustainable Energy and Marine Biodiversity RESEMBID program, communities and researchers are restoring reefs and mangroves, safeguarding Aruba's coast and proving that strength is built together.
This started as a dream for Aruba Conservation Foundation. A few years ago, we've been wanting to work on coral, mangroves, and also seagrass ecosystem restoration. And we've been talking to our partners. In this case, it was Wageningen University and research based out of the Netherlands. And one thing led to another, and we were able to pull together, apply for the EU RESEMBID funding, and were granted the funding, and one thing led to another, and here we are 2 years later having completed the project for Aruba. It shows us that with enough dedication, with the right experts, and not giving up actually, you are able to push through. And we're super excited because our corals are doing super well. And that's something that even better than we had anticipated, and we might even think that Aruba has some sort of super coral.
The goal of the Turning the Tide project is to maintain economic resilience in Aruba through hands-on restoration and conservation of its marine biodiversity.
The Turning the Tide project, as the title says, it wants to turn the pressure we as humans have on the marine environment, and we as in a policy department, we want to make this change. And the project itself is a physical and inspirational project that motivates people to do this change. It is feasible, it's doable, and it's succeeded. What we want, we wish that we have around the island national park with differentiated conservation zones, so that different target groups can use the area, but consciously, with nature in mind. Means that we need also around the island restorations.
In 2023, 2 different artificial reef modules for coral restoration were installed in Aruban waters: the Mars-assisted reef restoration system and the modular sea life systems.
The artificial reef systems, I think both of them are good in each their own way, meaning the Mars was really good for the staghorn coral. You could really see it growing within a few months afterwards. And the Moses, what I noticed, was more or less a fish habitat for creatures to crawl in and hide so they wouldn't be attacked by a predator or something like that. The corals are bouncing back, but slowly. You know, they're definitely benefiting from the artificial reef systems, bringing more life into it, more structure. The more coral you have, the more creatures are going to come in, and then obviously have more of a nice coral, healthy coral reef system.
We're moving forward. We're moving forward, step by step. And chances right now with Turn the Tides to create more reef means more fish. So I think we go in the right way. Let's encourage everyone so we can work together. Government, NGOs, fishermen, helpers, everyone come in so we can create a nice team so we can go forward with our coral restoration in Aruba.
On January 30th, 2025, the premiere of Turning the Tide brought hearts and minds together in an unforgettable celebration of hope and resilience. The film was financed by RESEMBID and the European Union, who are both delighted to have supported and funded such phenomenal creativity.
Well, watching the film, you could say it's very emotional. And I don't like to be an emotional person, but you could feel everyone inside the theater, they all get emotional, because in such a short time you see such a huge difference with the before and after. And I think that really impacts a lot of people. You're learning skills, you're in the water, grabbing information, important information that you can benefit from in the future. But during the film, then you really see that the work you did, it was a lot to handle.
I teach in AFI, so that's academic foundation year. And this is a year where students are still exploring what they want to do in life. And some are thinking of going abroad and coming back and, contributing to an island. And some of them are also interested in system, where Mark also studied. This was like an excellent opportunity for them to actually get to experience this type of work, field work especially, which is where I see many of the students really get really hands-on experience and really get their interest even higher on this topic.
Putting a project together is working together and focus. I do communicate with my colleagues, with my brother and sisters in Curaçao and in Bonaire. We do visit each other. They come here, we go there, and we are connected by the sea.
It's open doors for us. It's open doors for us for collaboration, relationship, but also funding. And that is one of the key things that we need to continue propelling this project forward. We've seen an incredible response from the community with this project. What started as something that people had no idea what it was, to today, you see the local pride coming from this project. But it took some time to really explain what this meant, because at Aruba Conservation Foundation we really believe at starting at the root, and that means fixing the threats to nature. And that's something that often people don't understand. And that's why it was important that we always worked with the experts in the fields, right? The experts, the biologists, the scientists, the researchers.
The project came to a finish, but the finish is not a full stop. It is a seed that needs to be planted again.
I am going to keep volunteering. For me, it's not time wasted, it's time gained. I would definitely want to keep volunteering. I would love to just keep helping.
You have a successful team, and you want more success, so you have to bring back the team together and build our resilience with nature in mind. So nature inclusiveness is necessary to go into the future.
For this project, I want to give a huge thank you for the guidance, the support to the EU RESEMBID team, who has been involved with us from the beginning. Without you, we could not have made this happen. And it's a thank you on behalf of Aruba Conservation Foundation, on behalf of all the partners that we worked with, Scabble Bubbles, University of Aruba, and Wageningen University. You brought us together, we're sticking together, and we are going to continue to conserve nature for Aruba.
Finishing well is nice, but starting again and doing the next step, it's with high ambition we do this.
Resilience is more than survival. It is renewal. Every reef restored, every mangrove replanted is a step toward a stronger Aruba. With the support of RESEMBID, Aruba shows that resilience is not abstract. It is visible in the water, alive in the people, and shaping the future of the Caribbean. The tide is turning, and resilience is leading the way.